Hey, good morning. It's Sunday, November the 19th, 2023. I am back at Mount Rogers National Headquarters. It's about 5:50 in the morning. There's my parking spot. We're back where we started. I'm going to see if my rock is still here before we get rolling. Sit down my poles. It is cold this morning. It's about probably 20 degrees. I might have to get a headlamp on here. Let's see. Well, I have to do some digging. Check in with you guys in a second. All right, so I was able to find it. So I'll carry it along with me a little further this time. Probably about 100-mile stretch is what we're thinking and what I'm thinking over the next few days. I've got a really long day today. That's why I'm getting started so early. The first 2 days are really planned on being where I want to be by Tuesday. It's supposed to be kind of just an all-day rain event. So I want to be to my stopping point for sure. So don't know how the terrain will be today, but I'm hoping to do about 24 miles. And we'll see how it goes.
It's a mystery to me. We have agreed with which we have agreed.
All right, so it's about 9 o'clock. I just stopped at a shelter to hang out for about 10 minutes and take a break. About 7 miles in. According to my app, the next 8 miles should be really, really easy. So I should be able to knock those out pretty quick. Day 33. I don't think I mentioned that. I tried to look it up before I left the car, but it didn't have very good service. So day 33 of actually walking on the trail. So that rock, if you can't remember about that rock, I picked that rock up, I think, around Fontana Dam. It was a kind of a tribute to some lady's husband named Alabama Hiker. I can't remember the exact details, if he hiked the whole trail, wanted to hike the whole trail, hiked part of the trail. I can't really remember, but passed away of cancer, I believe, of some type. And she just asked for anybody to pick up the little rock and take it with them as far as they're going to go. So that's what I do with mine, and it's kind of something to look forward to if it's still there and if I can find it. I need to find better spots. I forget there's going to be leaves that cover things and dirt and mud and all that good stuff. So I need to be more cognizant of that and find a better spot for her next time. So yeah, if the trail stays like this for the next 8 miles, it's gonna be super easy. So hopefully it does, and we'll talk to you later. So a 10th mile off trail, there's this 1890 farm, they call it. It's like a museum and part of the Settlers Museum, it says. Like it just, I really don't know. But nothing's open, so you can't, if there is a museum, you can't really see anything. So there's a root cellar there, whatever that is. sure this is locked. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see. Yep. Got a wood house and meat house and a wash house. Huh. That's pretty neat. It's about the only one that's open. I bet this bridge is slick. Got a well house. Huh. Huh. That's pretty neat.
Until you have it all, you won't be free. Society, you're a crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me. You want more than you have, you think you need. And when you think more than you want, your thoughts begin to bleed. Think I need to find a bigger place. When you have more than you think, you need more space. Society, you're a crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me. Society, crazy indeed. I hope you're not lonely without me. There's those thinking more, less is more.
All right, so I've made it to Bear Garden Hostel. Give you a tour here in just a second. Just sitting out on the porch, rubbing my feet a little bit with this ball, this cork ball. It's something I do pretty much every night. Check things out. That's the wash house, and then here's the bunk house. Just me right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this just in case someone else comes. So, kind of your typical stuff. They have a resupply, and it's like a kitchen, little hangout spot, and then there's the bunks. Being first one here, I'm gonna take the one in the back. And I'm looking forward to trying that bed out later. All right, nightly wrap-up time. Day 33, November the 19th, 2023. Started at Mount Rogers Recreational Headquarters and made it to the Bear Garden Hiker Hostel. It's just me. Based on the time of night it is, it's 6:15. It'll probably stay just me, which I'm kind of fine with. Usually I like a little bit of company, but I am probably going to bed before long. So I arrived last night about 3 a.m., took a nap in the car, and started walking about 5:30. So I'm spent. 24.2 total miles today. I mean, not really major highlights in terms of views and things like that, but those little side trails, a little museum, a little old farm, and the cemetery. That was, something to see on the way through that wasn't very far from the main trail. So way less miles tomorrow, and probably we'll just hunker down somewhere on Tuesday if the forecast doesn't change. It looks like it's an all-day soaking event, so I don't like hiking in the rain. So anyway, good night. Talk to you tomorrow. All right, November the 20th, day 34. It's a little bit before 7. That's where I was staying last night. So the trail is just right down here. And mileage today will either be just shy of 13 or just shy of 18, kind of depending on how things go. Lots of climbs today, probably the longest climb of the trip. It's about 5 miles, and some more up and downs. So tomorrow continues look like a day off. But we'll see. So, all right, we're going to get rolling. So it's 9:30. I just saw my first bear. 100% it was a bear. I have seen things before that I thought were bears, but this one was definitely a bear. I was kind of over right on that ridge there, and it was kind of up in there. Kind of over in here, this little ridge here. And before I could get my phone out, it was gone. But 100% a bear. So that's pretty cool. I'm hoping that I keep hoping that it'll move around a little bit or it'd climb the tree and I'd see it, but I've been waiting around a while and haven't heard it. Definitely haven't seen it. So we'll keep on trucking. But yeah, that was cool. So never saw the bear again and kind of moved out of the area. But I was just thinking how lucky it was to be able to see it. And again, 100% a bear. Because number one, you don't see a lot of wildlife because I guess number one, you're making so much noise when you're walking with the leaves and breathing and et cetera, et cetera. They're going to know you're there usually way before you do. And number two, you spend the majority of the time looking down at your feet. So you really do have to get really lucky to see deer or bears or anything like that. I have saw a couple hikers yesterday, I think 4. And then I saw 2 hunters yesterday. And then 1 hunter this morning. So the picture you saw with the bridge, it was swept away in a flood, and you had to either forge across, like take your shoes off and walk across it using like a rope they had set up, or you just kind of rock hop. And I got lucky where there was enough rocks there where I could get across it without having to take my shoes off. It won't be that way come tomorrow with the rain they're expecting. All right, I've made it to Chestnut Ridge Shelter. Having a little snack. Usually that's pretty par for the day. nuts and protein bars throughout the day. And then for dinner, I'll have like a pack of tuna and some noodles or maybe some of those instant potatoes, things like that. So figured it was a good spot to take a break. Pretty view. Here's the shelter here at this spot. This is an old fire warden's cabin. So let's see what we have here. It's an enclosed shelter, which I guess is, I don't know if that's good or bad. Makes it better for the wind, maybe. It would definitely help with the wind. It's right on top of a ridge, as you saw, so. Pretty standard shelters. These little things here, this is what you hang your backpacks on. Most shelters have them. Keeps the mice from being able to get to them with that little can on there. So, yeah, pretty standard stuff. We're gonna keep on pushing. I know this is gonna be kind of hard to see, but this ridge here, kind of coming, and then on this ridge here, and then there's an opening here, and then it kind of starts with a ridge again. I think this area is called Burkes Garden, which is basically just a huge limestone sinkhole that has formed. This is all according to my app, sorry. But in this little valley, this little low area here, it's 8 miles wide by 4 miles. And there's only 2 roads to be able to get into this, according to the app. So take that for what it's worth. I know it's hard to see with the fog and the smoke or whatever that is. Just a little explanation about that last picture. That was from Google Maps. I thought it might be easier to kind of show you that ring. You can kind of see the ridge line all the way around that big crater. So kind of give you an aerial perspective. All right, so I have arrived at Burkes Garden Hostel. This place is amazing. Just getting settled in. It's just me right now. May or may not be anyone else, but just to show you, I mean, just look at the views for one. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's right down here in this little valley. Just everywhere you look. It reminds me kind of like Cades Cove in the Smokies. But this little place here is their resupply. They've got all kinds of food, and you can kind of check people in. It has a credit card machine, has freezer and fridge. And then this is by far the nicest hostel I've definitely ever stayed in. Covered porch. I mean, that will be a godsend tomorrow when it's raining all day. If it's warm enough to sit outside. So, let me zoom back out here so you can see a little bit better. And take my shoes off and give you a little tour of everything. So, here's the dining room area. Just super nice. Just look at the views everywhere you go. It's so pretty. Got some laundry going. There's the restroom area and sink. And showers. And then the beds are upstairs. Yeah. Again, super nice. I'm glad, since the weather is looking like a washout tomorrow, that this is where I will be. So, again, just me so far. May stay that way, may not. But if it does, oh well. This place has a TV and had a guitar, and I'll be able to keep myself occupied. All right, so nightly wrap up, or day wrap up, I guess. Day 36, November the 20th, 2023, 17 and a half miles today. I could have done one of two things. I could have stopped. The hostel I'm staying at is just right off the trail. You can walk there, it's about a half a mile. Or you can go another 5 miles and get the owner will pick you up and bring you here. For a fee, of course, but I thought that was worth it, because it was either do a little bit longer mileage today or 20 on Wednesday. And I thought, since I've got the day off tomorrow, probably with the rain, I'll just do that. Go ahead and knock that out. Rebecca, who owns this, her and her husband, super nice lady. She was kind of in and out, so I didn't get a chance to talk to her long. Sitting there having some breakfast, dinner. Some noodles and a Epic bar and maybe some potatoes. I don't know. May not get to those. So anyway, the highlight of the night or the day was definitely seeing that bear. Wasn't for very long, 10, 12 seconds. But as you're walking through, in the beginning anyway, any kind of burnt stump you would see, or any kind of like dark things you would see in the woods, you would be like, oh, there's a bear, and you get excited, and there's never would be one. I finally saw one today, so that was super cool, and well worth the day's hike. So I'm gonna had a shower and waiting on my clothes to dry. Yeah, they're the worst place to be hunkered down in for a day. So I'm going to enjoy my time here. So we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hey, good morning. It's November the 21st, day 35. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I'm sitting here having a cup of coffee and just got done eating a waffle. That's kind of what Burkes Garden Hostel is known for. They have free waffles with your stay. It's been raining most of the night. Going to be raining most today. I'll include a kind of a screenshot of the radar to kind of show you what it looks like. So I'll just be hanging out here all day. Going to be reading my book, maybe watching a little TV, maybe playing a little guitar, and kind of just taking it easy. I'd like to go out on the front porch. They have a beautiful covered porch here, but it's pretty chilly, so I probably wouldn't be spending much time out here anyway. And it's a much different picture than the views from yesterday. You can just kind of check it out there. Even if it wasn't raining, it still wouldn't be a very good hiking day. There would be zero visibility up in the higher elevations. You just wouldn't see much. So it's a good day to take a zero. That's what these days are called when you do 0 miles. You basically just take the day off. So yeah, it's a good day just to chill out and recover a little bit, let my feet rest. Probably be my only video that I do, and we'll check in with you guys tomorrow.
Without me